All right, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to show you how to solve inequalities that deal with addition and subtraction. So let's take a look at this. First off, whenever we're solving inequalities, we're going to treat it as if we were solving an equation. Those inequality symbols are just there. We're just going to treat it just like an equation. So looking at this problem, we have 5 is greater than or equal to y plus 7. So the first question I'm asking myself is, what is my variable? My variable is y. What's attached to that y? A plus 7. How do I undo a plus 7? I'm going to subtract 7. And whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. These 7s are going to cancel just like they would in an equation. I'm going to write y, and then I'm going to bring down my greater than or equal to symbol here. And 5 minus 7 is negative 2. So notice we solved it just like an equation. The only difference is that we were dealing with an inequality symbol. Now, I don't want you to think that, oh, y is equal to negative 2, because that is not the case. Y can be equal to negative 2 because we have that or equal to symbol right here. But y is also going to be less than negative 2. So any value that's less than negative 2 or negative 2 itself could be an answer for y. So I don't want you to think that y has to be negative 2, because that's not the case. Looking at the second problem, we have 2 plus m is less than or equal to negative 24. So my first question is, what is my variable? My variable is m. What's attached to it? An addition of 2. How do we undo an addition of 2? We're going to subtract 2. And whatever we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. Our 2's are going to cancel. I'm going to bring down m. I'm going to bring down my inequality symbol, that is less than or equal to, and negative 24 minus 2 is going to give me negative 26. Again, if you're struggling with your integer operations, you could always use Desmos to help you out with that when we're dealing with inequalities and equations. So our result is m is less than or equal to negative 26. So what this is saying is that m could be anything smaller than negative 26, or it could be negative 26. Our next problem here, we have 8 plus m is less than 3. So my variable is m. Attached to it is an addition of 8. To get rid of that, I'm going to subtract 8. Whatever you do to one side, you've got to do to the other. When I do that, our 8's cancel. I'm going to bring down m. I'm going to bring down my less than symbol. And 3 minus 8 is going to give me negative 5. So this means that m can be any number that's less than negative 5. Please, please, please be careful. If this was a multiple choice question and it said what value could be represented for m, and they had negative 5 up there, that answer would be wrong, because m can't be negative 5 in this case. It can only be numbers that are less than negative 5. For our last problem, we have 4 is greater than or equal to w minus 4. W is our variable. Attached to it is a minus 4. How do we undo minus 4? We're going to add 4. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Why I just did 5, I have no idea. Let me change that to a 4. There we go. Our 4's are going to cancel. We're going to bring down w, and then we're going to bring down our greater than or equal to symbol, and then 4 plus 4 gives us 8. So 8 is going to be greater than or equal to w. If you don't like how this is written, you can rewrite it with the variable first and then our number second. Just make sure that your Pac-Man symbol is going towards the number that it wants to. In this particular case, our alligator mouth or our Pac-Man is going towards the 8. So we need to make sure it's doing that when we rewrite our problem.